Good day, students. This is teacher Shilpa Adkar. I hope all of you are fine by the grace of God. Let us begin the fourth chapter, Climate. Let us learn about the climatic conditions in Brazil and India. Let us understand the climate of Brazil first with the help of figure 4.1. Those who are using the textbook, please go to figure 4.1. This map shows us the annual average rainfall and temperature in Brazil. The isopleth method is used to show the distribution of temperature, and the choropleth method is used to show the distribution of rainfall. The isopleth method is where lines are used to show the areas, where the elevation, temperature, rainfall, etc. is the same. These lines showing equal temperature are called isotherms. The choropleth method is where areas are shaded or patterned in proportion to indicate the average values. Area-wise, Brazil is the largest country in the northern part of the continent of South America. The equator passes through the northern part of Brazil, and the Tropic of Capricorn passes through the southern part of Brazil. Some parts of Brazil lie in the northern hemisphere, that is above the equator, but most of it lies in the southern hemisphere. The latitudinal extent of Brazil is from 5 degrees 15 minutes north latitude to 33 degrees 45 minutes south latitude. Due to its vast latitudinal extent, Brazil experiences a wide range of variation in climate. As the equator passes through the north of Brazil, it has tropical climate. That is, it is very hot and humid here. But temperate climate is found near the Tropic of Capricorn. The Atlantic Ocean is to the east of Brazil. Brazil gets its rainfall from the southeast trade winds and the northeast trade winds. The Brazilian highlands and the Great Escarpment. The Brazilian highlands are there over here, and the Great Escarpment is over here. They cause obstruction in the way of these winds. The Brazilian highlands extend up to the northern coast. The escarpment, that is, the long, steep slope at the edge of the plateaus, act as an obstruction to the winds blowing from the sea. These winds cause orographic rain. That is, the wind from the sea rise when obstructed by the plateau region, cools and comes down as rain in the coastal regions. The mountains block the passage of rain producing winds and cast a shadow of dryness behind them. Wind and moist air are drawn by the prevailing winds towards the top of the mountain, where it condenses and precipitates before it crosses the top. Beyond the highlands, the effect of this wind decreases and the areas receive less rainfall over here. This region is a rain shadow region. The rain shadow region is a dry region on the side of a hill or mountain range that is protected from the prevailing winds. Land in the rain shadow, that is the leeward side, is dry and receives less precipitation and cloud cover than the land on the windward side of the mountain range. This rain shadow region of Brazil is known as the drought quadrilateral. It extends from the northern part of Bahia over here to the coast between Natal and Sao Luís, that is the northeast region. Most of the country lies in the tropical zone, so the temperature is high here. The temperature in the southern part is comparatively lower. Near the equator, at the Brazilian coast, the temperature does not vary much. The differences in temperature are negligible here. Because of the proximity of the sea, the coast experiences mild and humid climate. The average temperature in the Amazon Valley is 25 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. The climate is cooler in the highlands. Due to the Amazon rainforest, it rains more in the Amazon River Basin, that is 2000 millimeters of rainfall, while the northeastern coast receives 1000 to 1200 millimeters of rainfall. The winds move in the vertical direction in this region. Brazil gets its rainfall from the southeast and northeast trade winds. The convergence zone of the trade winds is weak here. Convergence means an accumulation of air in a region that has greater inflow than outflow of air, often giving rise to vertical air currents. Due to the weak convergence of the trade winds, cyclones are not formed. That is why tropical cyclones rarely visit the coast of Brazil. Let us go to figure 4.2. We see the cross section of Brazil's physiography. We have the coastal area next to the Brazilian highlands. When the winds blow over the escarpment, that is the steep slope of the Brazilian highlands, they rise, lose their moisture, and so it rains in the coastal areas. When the winds continue their journey, they are no longer moisture laden, so they bring less rain to all the leeward regions. Let us now go to figure 4.4. We have the annual average temperature and rainfall graph of the 4 cities of Brazil, that is Manaus, Belém, Porto Alegre and Rio de Janeiro. Let's see to the first question. In which month is the highest temperature found in all the 4 cities? In Manaus, the highest temperature is found in August and September. Here, August and September. In Belém, the highest temperature is found from June to December. In Porto Alegre, in January and February, over here, January and February. And in Rio de Janeiro, it is found in February. In which month does it rain the most in the given cities? In Manaus, it rains the most in March. Belém also, it rains the most in March. In Porto Alegre, it rains the most in August and September. And in Rio de Janeiro, it rains the most in January, over here, March, and in December. When does Brazil have its rainy season? Brazil has its rainy season from September to November, as well as from March to May. The fourth question, which city has the maximum range of temperature? How much is it? Manaus has the maximum range of temperature, that is from 23 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius. Fifth question, what type of climate will be found in Rio de Janeiro? Rio de Janeiro experiences humid and moderate climate. We have learnt about the climatic conditions of Brazil. Now let us look into the climatic conditions in India with the help of figure 4.3. Please go to figure 4.3. India is located in the southern part of the Asian continent. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the center of India, over here. India is located in the northern hemisphere. The latitudinal extent of India is 8 degrees 4 minutes north to 37 degrees 6 minutes north. Indira Point, over here, Indira Point in the Nicobar Islands is the southernmost point of the Indian territory. The diversity in the climatic conditions of India is due to the latitudinal location and altitude of the place. The Indian Ocean and Himalayan ranges exert great influence on the climate of India and origin of monsoons. We have already learnt and understood about the isopleth and choropleth method for showing the rainfall and temperature distribution. The sun rays are perpendicular up to the Tropic of Cancer, which passes through the middle of India. The average temperature in India is high and it increases as we move towards the south because we are going towards the equator. India's climate is of the monsoon type. The rainfall also increases as we move southwards. In winters, the temperatures drop below 0 degrees Celsius in some parts of India. In the northern part of India, the average temperature is found to be ranging between 5 degrees Celsius and 10 degrees Celsius. In winters, the temperatures drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius in Jammu and Kashmir and the mountainous regions of the Himalayas. However, during summers, the temperature increases up to 50 degrees Celsius in some parts of India. In the peninsular region, located in the southern part of India, the average temperature is found to be between 25 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius. Thus, the average annual temperature in India is generally high. These places in India have experienced a maximum temperature of nearly 50 degrees Celsius. That is, Phalodi, Churu and Sri Ganganagar in Rajasthan and Rentachintala in Andhra Pradesh. Dras in Ladakh is the coldest place in India. In 1995, they experienced a winter of minus 40 degrees Celsius. The other places where the temperature dips very low are Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh, Lachen in Sikkim over here, and Munsiari and Hemkund in Uttarakhand. Very cold winds blowing from the north are obstructed by the Himalayas. India receives most of its precipitation from the southwest monsoon winds. Because of the high temperature in summers and low pressure area develops in the Punjab plains and the deserts of Rajasthan. This attracts the winds blowing from the high pressure region in the Indian Ocean and starts blowing towards the mainland in India. They enter the mainland from the southern regions and gradually flow towards the northern regions of India. These moisture-laden winds bring rainfall. The eastern and western Ghats cause an obstruction to these moisture-laden winds and they bring rainfall to the coastal areas. These winds blow parallel to the Aravalis. The Aravalis are located over here. They blow parallel to the Aravalis. As a result, rainfall is low in the parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Later, these winds move towards the Himalayas. Their moisture holding capacity increases. Orographic type of rainfall occurs because of the natural obstruction of the Himalayas. As an effect of this obstruction, these winds return from the Himalayan ranges and their retreating or return journey begins towards the Indian Ocean. From the north, they start blowing southwards. While blowing from the northeast towards the Indian Ocean, these winds bring rainfall again to some parts of the peninsula. These winds bring retreating monsoon in India. The 5 places in India with the highest average annual rainfall are Mawsynram and Cherrapunji in the Meghalaya district, in the state of Meghalaya, Amboli in Maharashtra, Agumbe in Karnataka, and Neriyamangalam in Kerala. Now, let us go to figure 4.5. Please go to figure 4.5 and let us answer the questions. What difference do you find in the rainy seasons of Chennai and other cities of India? Why? Most of India receives rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds, that is from June to September. But Chennai receives rainfall from the retreating monsoon also. So it rains from May to December in Chennai. What similarity do you see in the temperature curves of Delhi and Kolkata? In both the cities, the temperature curve increases gradually from January to May and decreases gradually from August to November. Calculate the average range of minimum and maximum temperature of all the 4 cities. Delhi temperature ranges between 6 degrees Celsius and 41 degrees Celsius. Kolkata between 9 degrees Celsius and 37 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is between 16 degrees Celsius and 34 degrees Celsius. And Chennai between 21 degrees Celsius and 39 degrees Celsius. The 4th question. In which city is the range minimum? What can you infer from this? The range is minimum in Chennai, indicating that Chennai has an equable climate. In which city is the range maximum? What can you infer from this about its climate? The range is maximum in Delhi, indicating that Delhi has an extreme climate. Based on the temperature and rainfall of Mumbai, comment upon its climate. The average range of temperature in Mumbai is between 16 degrees Celsius and 34 degrees Celsius. That is, it is hot and humid here. Mumbai gets rainfall in June, July and August. It rains heavily in July. The next question, classify the cities as cities with equable and extreme climates. The cities having equable climate are Mumbai and Chennai, and the cities having extreme climate are Delhi and Kolkata. I hope you have understood the average annual temperature and precipitation graph of India. India faces natural disasters like erratic rainfall, droughts, cyclones, floods, etc. frequently. There are 4 seasons as per the Indian Meteorological Department. First, the hot weather season lasting from March to May. The second is the season of rainfall or the monsoon season from June to September. Third, the season of retreating monsoon from October to November. And the fourth one, the cold weather season from December to February. I hope you have understood how the climate of India and Brazil comprise of a wide range of weather conditions across a vast geographic scale and varied topography. Please learn the question and answers given at the end of each lesson. Thank you.